Hey guys, welcome back to Starcastic Remarks, and along with Chris, my name is Ryan, and this is Fan Stories, Episode 2. Today we have a special guest with us. We have Mr. Mullet Mike. I think you were Fan of the Year, if I'm correct, according to the Dallas Stars. Is that right?
Right as pie.
All right. And can
Nice.
you tell us just about yourself, just like your background, maybe like non-Stars related stuff, before we actually get into the Stars stuff?
Well, first of all, Mullet Mike is a character name, but my real name is Mike Antoine. I was born in Rockwall, Texas. My birthday was a couple months ago, April 12th, 1992. 30 years old, but I'm still young, still strong, and raised it in Whitesboro, Texas, small town, good school, good community, and also a lot of nice people around the area. Um, and I had two different jobs, but this is my third job. Used to work at Albertsons in Sherman and Windstar World Casino in Thackerville, Oklahoma, and now I work at Benny Keith Budweiser Distribution in Denton. Get it?
Ah.
Oh no, you Denton.
Well,
Nice.
And
let me tell you this because I already saw Chris's brain wiring because when you said Whitesboro. So,
mhm,
funny story with Whitesboro. Whitesboro has a very good band program with their high school, and
they
Chris
do,
and
but
I,
I didn't join the band, but I love listening to the band.
yep.
Same,
Every
because we don't
everybody
like their
does.
band. Their band is the Farmersville Enemy. So
No,
they
no,
were our
no
rivals.
enemies. No enemies. It's all in fun, all in fair games.
Yep.
Exactly.
It
It
doesn't
was
matter
more
if you win or
joking
lose.
enemies.
Everybody participated the right way, never wrong. Unless there's something
Exactly.
wrong, something happened that it's going to happen. Just got to give them our thoughts and prayers and keep these kids safe inside and outside of school.
Right.
Exactly.
Agreed. I
So let's
agree.
talk a little bit about that third job. So Stars Fan of the Year. How'd you get that title? I mean, that's a pretty big honor.
Fans, I got to give credit to the fans. I mean, the fans are never wrong because I never said they're wrong. Only if they know they're wrong, we help them. I mean, I got. I mean, I still got to give credit to them. Give credit to my family, my friends, and God we trust, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and the players and the coaches, everyone I look up to, the way they look up to me. In the future, I could see it. Each and every one of them become fan of the year too, if they can prove that if they have the right to earn it. I mean, even though if I didn't win it, I still be appreciated no matter what. I mean, everybody's a winner because, and I also still owe those to the ones that didn't make it back home for our military men and women for their service and sacrifice, and all the people survive or didn't survive during the pandemic.
Right. Well, let me ask you about this too. So, a lot of people have different ways and how they came to watch hockey or how they became Stars fans. So, like for me, I kind of gravitated towards the Stars a lot because they came to the DFW area when I was born, and my dad was a big hockey nut, and he got me into it. And for Chris, it was kind of the same thing. It was our family that kind of got him in. Same thing with our brother James. And we just talked to Matt the other day, and he actually said his influence was actually the 1980 Miracle on Ice. So, do you have like a specific memory or something that started getting you into hockey and really watching the Dallas Stars?
When I was a kid, um, I did not know we had hockey in Dallas until I found out the team in Dallas and also one hockey team in the great state of Texas, the Dallas Stars. And just so you know, my favorite player, my hero of all time, as a Dallas Stars hockey player, Mike Modano. I mean, all the other players, they played for us and won us the Stanley Cup back in '99. I was 7 years old, and I'll never forget the moment. And especially all the other great players, they played for us to earn the Stanley Cup and won it for us. We owe it to them, and we still thank them every time. And my favorite, and I also got into hockey when I started watching hockey movies and hockey TV shows like Mighty Ducks,
There you
Of
go.
but
course,
both
yeah.
like the cartoon TV show and the original movie Mighty Ducks, Emilio Estevez, and I can't believe he brought my hero and his teammates, um, uh, Basil McRae, in the movie.
Hmm. Yeah, and what's really funny about that scene? A lot of people don't know this about the Mighty Ducks, but Mike Modano and the teammate you mentioned were actually in the original movie, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yes,
when they wrote the movie, they intended for Mike Modano to have most of the dialogue, but he was such a terrible actor and he couldn't remember the lines that they had the other guy do it.
it don't
So,
have to be. It don't have to be perfect. Just do the way the way he want, just the way we movie watchers want.
yep. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. But
Yeah.
uh,
Besides, I everybody says I'm a celebrity, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a fan. I mean,
super
just
fan.
like everybody thinks I'm a king. Well, I'm not a king. The man's son upstairs is our king, Jesus. I know I'm religious because I'm Christian Catholic, but it's the truth. And I mean, Mike Madonna. I like the part when he says, "Oh yeah, I heard you're a farmer."
And
Because
totally relevant to Chris's shirt there. For those of you that are watching on YouTube.
I, I'm a farmer too. I raise beef masters. I mean,
Nice.
any cows and bulls I take care of, they keep getting bigger because
Ah,
everything's bigger in Texas.
agreed.
Very good.
So, do you
Uh,
have any kind of special Dallas Stars moments? Like, because I understand you're a season ticket holder. You've been a season ticket holder
Yeah.
for a pretty long time. Uh,
Oh
I
yes.
think Matt was talking yesterday about a couple of specific instances that he remembers, and one of them was the '99 Stanley Cup Game 6 win. But he had a bunch of other things that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a really cool moment. Do you have any like favorite Dallas Stars memories that are kind of stuck in your head for some reason?
Oh, mine would definitely be the Winter Classic because it was classic, and we may have invented Winter Classic history. We did not want to be the sixth team to ever lose at hosting the Winter Classic on a football turf.
Mhm.
Other five teams that host the Winter Classic on a football turf all lost, especially the Detroit Red Wings lost in front of 105,491 attendance, largest attendance in Winter Classic history at the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines, in front of Toronto Maple Leaf in a shootout. But we did not want to be the sixth team to lose as the host team. We wanted to be the first team to ever win on a football turf in Winter Classic history, and we did. I mean, for 85,630 attendance, both Stars and Preds fans were there for a reason to support their team, and I didn't care for the concert. I just like walking
Yeah,
around.
agreed.
I just like walking around until I met Dallas Stars legend and captain Brendan Morrow.
Yep.
Very
I
cool.
think
That's a
I
cool stat.
actually
I didn't know that stat. That we're the first home team to win on a football field. That's a cool stat.
My
yeah.
friends told before the puck drop. my friends told me don't jinx it.
Don't change it.
Please.
Don't talk about it until
Well,
after the game.
Especially after that first period. Well, because Chris and I were there too. We were down in the
Yeah,
lower
we kept
bowl.
chanting, "Ref, you suck."
Yeah.
Yep, that was
I mean,
fun.
But
ejecting Corey Perry on Ryan Ellis.
oh man,
Yeah.
that was
That,
such a dirty hit.
All right,
And
I got another question for you. So, did you decide to get the beautiful mullet that you have? How did that process take place? How was that decision made? How does the upkeep go? How does the upkeep go with that thing?
I was 24 years old. I want to grow my mullet back because I'm tired. Well, doing a donation like I did a year and a half ago to Wigs for Kids. My hair used to be down to past my chest. Um, it used to be about 30 inches till my hairdresser cut it and donated to Wigs for Kids. It's their hair now. It's not mine because they deserve
That's
a
awesome.
good hair to keep their dreams come true, just like hockey and other sports, and make good friends with or without hair. It ain't just about hair; it's about heart. It's about giving and respect. And the only thing is, Billy Ray Cyrus once said, "The mullet is a symbol of power," and Joe Dirt said, "Life's a garden, dig it." But my good friend once said, "Life's a mullet, grow it."
Nice. I like it. Good.
And
All good.
and also the mullet is the tradition of the American flag, like business in the stars, party in the stripes.
Very good. All Lots of good reasons for the mullet. I love it. But
Who
what about
doesn't?
the upkeep though? How do you keep it looking so gorgeous and luscious?
Taking good care of my hair is like taking good care of a kid. If you know how to take good care of your hair, you can do everything. Even though if you're losing hair, still don't give up hope.
That would be me.
Always keep
I'm losing
hope.
hair.
Don't give up hope. You're still on your feet. Because it doesn't matter what the world say. You always believe in yourself.
Yep.
It takes heart, not game or anything, just heart.
Well, other than the Winter Classic, do you have any other specific memories that kind of stick out in your mind to some of your favorites over the course of your lifetime?
Being fan of the year. I mean,
Obviously.
I mean, I never thought I would be fan of the year. Yeah, I had one guy when I was at Texas Live with my friends. They had me mic'd to interview me, asking couple of questions, like I don't mind answering as long as they're nice questions. If they're not any good questions, I don't have to answer it because it ain't worth it. The nice ones is just like the
Mm.
good people. I love good people. Good people is what made me stronger, and it's what makes them stronger. And and then of cou- and then they said honest questions, and I gave them my honest answers. And all I know is, like I said before, the fans are never wrong. I love the fans. They love me, and that's for them, and that's for the ones we lost, for them to say "Go Stars" every time, and that's for everyone. Didn't do it just for me. I did it for everyone because they like me. I like them. They love me. I love them. They respect me. I respect them. All the above.
So let me ask you this too, because I know Chris and I both have kind of different memories of like my favorite memory obviously was the 99 Cup run and then the 2008 Western Conference run, but I think Chris's probably favorite is the 2020 bubble playoff run, if I'm correct. Chris, is that right?
I'm still gonna say it was the Winter Classic for me because I was there in
Okay.
person.
Well,
But I'll say
but
2020's up there.
right, but so those are very different eras of Dallas Stars players. So like for me, I have different favorite players in those different runs. So like in '99, it was most definitely Darian Hatcher. He was one of my favorite players. His son was actually on my team when I was little, and
He
then like
liked my
later on,
mullet.
he loved your mullet.
Darian Hatcher. I had to say that.
Yeah,
Keep
Absolutely.
going.
and then like my favorite Dallas Stars player now is probably Jake Ottinger. So
Otter.
can you give me like your favorite player? Any player in the past, and then who's your
Mhm.
current favorite player now?
Well, my hero, Mike Madonna, and my other favorites, Eddie Belfour, as known as Eddie Eagle. Eddie's better. Darian Hatcher. I liked it how he broke Jeremy Roenick's jaw back in '98 against the Coyotes. I don't call them Coyotes, I call them Coyotes
Just
because
like the Sabers. It's not the
they'll never.
Sabers. It's the Sabers.
That's right. The Sabers stands for Sabers always be remembered except Stanley Cup champs.
That's a good one.
just like their Bills, the
Yep.
Buffalo Bills. Get this. This is the three of us, but others can hear it too. In case, can they hear me? um, the Bills also stands for boy. I love losing Super Bowls,
A lot to the Cowboys. Those in
and
the
I was
'90s
born
were
in
tough
'92. I
ones.
was born in '92 when they won their third Super Bowl,
Yep,
52-17.
Crazy.
Golly, I
that's a butt
mean,
whooping.
we took out Machine Gun Kelly
Yeah.
because he was
I
out of bullets.
I guess Dallas does have a history with Buffalo. I haven't even really thought about that before, but man, they've
They could
lost to
say,
us in
"Let's go
multiple
Buffalo,"
championships.
but we're bringing home Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Both sports.
And back to the favorite players. Marty Turco. I
That's a
mean,
good one.
he's a blessing. He makes everybody entertaining, and I'll never forget that was my first actual Dallas Stars game back in 2004 or 5 versus the Colorado Avalanche. I was sitting in the suites behind the visiting goalie first and third period, and I was behind Marty in the second period in the suites, not behind the glass. I was a kid. I didn't have money, and and then of course we beat the Avs. We kicked their abs, 6-2 to final, and UC Jokinen scored a 4-goal hat trick. Sergei Zubov 4 assist goals, and the winner Marty Turco.
Very cool. Who took you to that first game? How did you end up going?
My my parents and their agent. Their agents won for I don't know, like 10 tickets.
Yeah.
Well, agent or friend, I can't remember, but I do remember
Yeah.
the game. Like I said to myself, I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life, and I know I'm old school.
And was that your first interaction with Stars hockey overall, or was that just the first game
Yeah.
you went to?
Oh yes. Overall, not as a season ticket holder or any others. That was my first actual Stars game, and I can't believe go home with the win. Especially they played the House as a Rockin' by
Oh yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we didn't have the goal. Well, we had the same goal horn, but after we scored, they played the guitar part two song. Like dun, 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 hey, dun,
Yep.
dun, dun,
Got
dun,
that
dun,
one.
dun, dun, hey. Instead of Pantera, they had the Pantera song. Let's hear the starting lineup for the Dallas Stars, but didn't have the Pantera song. Puck off.
Yep.
During goal horn, and then fans shout Dallas Stars. But just want to let y'all know, and and then of course Brendan Morrow, Stu Barnes, Trevor Daly,
Yep. And
Um,
how about current roster guys? Who's your I give us your top 3 on the Stars roster right now that you think are your favorite.
I forgot Sergei Zubov and Yuri Lettinen
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
because Yuri never Lettinen us down. And my current favorite used to be, well, I don't want to hurt his feelings, but used to be Tyler Sagan. But right now, I kind of like Miro Heiskanen because we believe in miracles.
Another good
And
one.
fans say Miro, the hero.
Yep.
And then, of course, I do like the right now. I do like how Petey's performance, but I didn't like it how he played for half a season. But right now, we're gonna miss Rick Bonus. I do want to wish him the best after he stepped down. He wasn't fired or anything. He decided he wanted to call it a career and move on. But we'll see what happens in the future as the new Dallas Stars head coach. And we do want to appreciate Radulov and Michael Raffle. I understand Raffle didn't like the idea, or ideal with the Stars.
What they offered him. Yeah.
Yeah, what they are for him. It's his rights. I mean, I don't blame him. If he wants to play for Europe in hockey in a season, he should go for it. Don't just don't just let it slip and slide into the darkness. Just
Yep.
just keep follow your dreams and push harder.
Yeah. It's probably something we don't really realize as American sports fans is that these guys are coming to a whole nother continent away from their friends and family and their homes. So it's a lot harder for those guys to stay around here. And when they get a chance to go back, it's probably a lot of fun for them. So it'll be
Yeah,
cool to see Raffle going back home.
I mean, and then of course my favorite goaltender, as you mentioned, Jake Ottinger, as known as Otter. By the way, you oughter believe it.
Yep.
And I got to meet him in person in Frisco after me and my friends we played stick and puck inside the Comerica Center, where the Stars practice facility is. God, I love that facility. And plus, every time we skate off, our legs get sore, but it still helps us move. I
Yep.
mean, if you could fight cold, you can beat cold.
Mm.
But Otter, I looked up to him. I said, "Oh my God, you're him. You're Jake Ottinger. You're you're known as Otter. I know you're young, but to me, you're a legend."
Yeah, he's definitely a legend the way that he played in that first round series. 100%. So,
As a fan, was I wrong?
Nope.
nope.
Fans are never
No.
wrong.
Fans are never wrong.
That's why. I mean, my information is y'all's information. I may be older than y'all, or y'all are younger than me, but remember what I said. I don't own you. Y'all don't own me. You own you. I own me. Because it's the best way in life.
So, do you have like is that your only Stars jersey that you got right there that you're wearing your blackout jersey, or do you have some other
These
jerseys?
colors don't run.
No, they don't. That's exactly why when we were
Oh,
designing all of
part
our stuff for our podcast that we went with the whole blackout idea.
Oh
Mullet Mike, he's got the
yeah.
22 going on.
Mullet
That's
Mike
awesome.
20 and 22 on the back of
now
that
I'm a
jersey. Very
target.
nice.
Welcome to Targets. I'm just kidding.
So do you have any other jerseys?
I do. I have a Sagan jersey, Brendan Morrow, Mike Madonna. Um, let's see.
Are they like victory green jerseys, or are they like
Well, actually, Sagan Victory Green and Blackout. Brendan Morrow Old Blackout, and the green at 98 to 2002 jersey. Mike Madonna,
Very cool.
and I
Sounds
do
like a good
have
collection you got there.
Stars. And I do have Stars. Let's hear players T-shirts. like Radulov, Sagan, Ben, Roussel, Turco, Belfort, Ottinger, Heiskanen. I
You know that.
mean, not only these guys are my favorite players, these guys inspired me the way they inspired the fans, because it's not what they want, it's what they give the fans what they want.
Very
I
cool.
mean,
Sounds like a
I
nice
mean,
collection you got going there.
of course, the more they look up to you, bro, you inspire them the way I inspired everybody. I mean, the more everybody inspires everybody, they will know you and they will never forget you. It's all common sense, and it's always a good thing, never bad or ugly. Because there's only three ways you should take: either you're good or bad or ugly. If I were you, my friend, and myself, we're good.
Yep. Well, let me ask you about this. I'll ask you a couple questions about uh, the current Dallas Stars situation and what you think, and then we'll probably wrap it up from there. But obviously, the big question going into the offseason for the Stars is coaches, right? They got to find a new head coach. Bonus has stepped down, like you mentioned, and we've heard everything from Barry Trotz to Mark Savard to all sorts
Bruce
of other
Cassidy,
guys. Bruce Cassidy
Cassidy's
apparently could
today.
be an option. That shocked me. I can't believe he got fired. But there was
he fired
one,
himself.
I guess, I don't know. But the one coach that kind of scares me, and I heard this today, and this was pure speculation, all right? So it's not like he actually had an interview or talked with the Stars or anything. But Joel Quenneville, complete speculation that he might be a good fit for the Stars. And I'm just like, please no. But anyway, getting to the question, what kind of coach do you think the Stars need? Or if there's a specific coach out there that you think the Stars would be good with, who would it be?
Oh gosh, I wish they can bring back Monty back, but I know they won't, because
Yeah, I
after
agree.
his actions in a bar, I mean that was his problem, not everyone else's. But I would say, well, as a fan, I I might have to say Bruce Cassidy.
Yep. Hot option right now.
Yeah, again, I'm shocked he got fired. I really am.
Yep.
Beyond shocked. And it doesn't make
And
I
any
mean,
sense
he's
to
a
me.
playoff coach. I
mhm.
mean, I mean, I feel shamed how, I mean, Boston owner fired him. I mean, that's their problem. If they want a new coach, I understand. But if I was this coach, he should go coach for another team
Oh,
instead of just sitting at home and
yeah.
watching TV or wait for a call.
Yeah,
He should
there's
just
no doubt that he's going to get another job. I mean, I would be shocked if he's not with another team this for next season. I mean, I would
Yeah.
be very shocked if he's just sitting
And
on the sideline.
he's got the best resume of any coach available right now. So
And that's funny because a couple weeks ago it was Barry Trotz. Who would have thought
yep.
that you'd see Barry Trotz and Bruce Cassidy available for a job? That's just insane.
one can coach and the other one to be assistant.
Oh,
That's
can you imagine if we have
dangerous.
both of them? Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but that would be amazing if we could have both. But and then let me go ahead and ask you about this because this was I actually just did a podcast episode with Richard from the Grit and Barrett podcast, and he had a couple questions for me, and I'll kind of ask two questions in one, and you can tell me what you think. Um, should Stars fans going into next season be depressed, or should they be optimistic going into next season? And if you pick one of those, why?
They should never be depressed. They should feel excited until after the half the season. Then they can go their own way the way they want. I mean, I feel the same way too. I mean, when I entered my first season as season ticket holder, I was going to walk out, but then my heart tells me something inside me, and something else has plans. stick with the plan. Don't let go. So I stick to the plan, continue as a season ticket holder. They kept winning, and my first win was against. Let's see here, as a season ticket holder attended was against Ottawa, beat them 2-1. We were up 2-0 until Bishop gave up one goal in the final 1 minute of the period because they pulled their goalie out,
Mm-hmm.
and we did beat Ottawa 6-1. Funny thing is, um, I was sitting down. Well, my season ticket was close to the glass, and I cannot wait to sit close to the glass again for next season. Trying to grow back my hair out after 1 year of donation of wigs for kids. Um, uh, let's hear. And then, of course, during the third period, I saw my friend in the suite, so I went up there and visited her, and I stayed with them for the whole game. And I gave one of her friend my ticket, sit close to the glass, and they loved it. Well, she loved it, but we kept an eye on her in case somebody ever does anything personal to her. But don't worry, nobody did, because I have friends sitting down there close to the glass or behind close to glass or a few seats behind me, make sure that friends look after friends one another, no matter what cost.
Yep.
And
That's some very good advice for Stars fans. Just wait it out and see what happens. Always better to give them a chance than to just count them out early, like you said.
yep. And then of course they got pictures with me and videos with me dancing and chanting Dallas Stars, and then of course everybody was like, where's that mullet guy?" Before I came Mullet Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I became Mullet Mike since, um, well, you could say last season of October 2021, October 29th. Let's hear 2 days before Halloween against Ottawa. Yes, we did lose that game 4-1. I lived with it, but I didn't quit on the team. All they know is they keep fighting until we make the playoffs, and we did make the playoffs. And then I became fan of the year. I did it for the fans, not just for me. Because if they think I did it for me, all just remember, I can't say they're wrong. If they have something to say, they come talk to me. I
Yep.
mean, no matter what, fighting doesn't solve problems. What solves fighting is inside the hockey rink, not outside.
Exactly. And I think all the fans love that you were voted as fan of the year. You're just a great ambassador for Stars fans and just a great picture of what we are as a fan base. And we thank you for being a leader in our group of fans. So thank you so much, Mike.
Everybody's a leader because, like I said, fans are never wrong. We must continue our own leadership the right way, never the wrong way. If there's something wrong, like if somebody wants to start something, they must go home, rest, and have a nice day, a new day, fresh start. Because we all know his attitude doesn't solve problems or anything bad. I mean, we all been there. It's like at a watch party, they didn't have no seats for me. I was about to, and I was about to go viral, angry, anything, anything, um, anything that's like, I mean, more attitude. I was about to go, I was about to go there, but then instead, I just went home and just watched the Stars game because it's a good thing. I mean, if they don't have anything for me, I'm just gonna say, you know what, I'm going home
Yeah.
because it ain't worth it.
Well, Mike, we do want to thank you for joining us here. You can actually follow Mike if you like to on Instagram. He's Mullet Mike 22, and I think you're on Twitter too. Are you on Twitter?
No, no Twitter.
No
I
Twitter,
don't
just
tw-
Instagram.
Just Instagram. We'll
Just-
get him on Twitter eventually.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Probably
no
not.
Twitter.
Probably not, but
No Twitter, just
No Twitter.
Instagram. But
Well-
I do love the fans, and I thank y'all for having me on the video, just like everybody on the video board for me and for the fans too.
Yep,
Well-
of course. Thank you so much, Mike.
yeah,
Hey,
thanks,
y'all are
man.
very welcome. Y'all are good. Y'all are good guys. Just remember, don't change, because
We'll try
that's
not
what
to.
hockey's all about, and other sports too.
Well,
Will do.
before we close it out tonight, I do gotta put in my shameless plug for our sponsor for DraftKings. We appreciate them being our sponsor. Go and use that promo code THPN next time you're there on their site, on their app, whatever. We appreciate them sponsoring us and allowing us to do episodes like this. So, along with Christian and along with Mullet Mike, my name is Ryan. This has been Stars Fan Stories Episode 2, and we appreciate you guys joining us. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Good night.
Good night.